Hello everyone, so in today's video I'll be showing you how to make these two super cute little cupcakes. One is Goofy and the other is Pluto. They were really fun to make and I hope you guys enjoy.
So in this tutorial we'll be using 14mm cupcake base molds, some ball tools, a toothbrush, a blade as well as an X-Acto knife for the details, and we'll also be needing some orange, yellow, blue, green clay, as well as some black for details. So first I'm taking my molds and making one bowl for Goofy's, which is blue, and one for Pluto's base, which is yellow, and I'm just pushing them into the mold. As always, we push in the mold and then cut off the excess with our blade. So I'm already done with Pluto's and I'm just going to do Goofy's base as well. Just pushing it into the mold and cutting very carefully. I have to remind myself. So once I've fixed up the surfaces and our cupcakes are ready, we have to move on to the cupcake tops. So Pluto is yet again yellow and Goofy is orange. So first we'll take Goofy's orange top and push the ball onto the cupcake gently, and then gently mold around the sides until you get that nice dome shape. And don't be afraid to play around with it a little bit until you get the exact shape that you like. And now I'm just going to do the same to our Pluto cupcake. So all done, and now I'm just going to take my blade and lightly scrape off any small specks of dust that could have gotten onto our clay whilst we were working with it. And this will not show later because we're going to texture the little cupcakes as well. So I'm going to do this to both cupcakes, and now I'm going to take my toothbrush and lightly texture the cupcakes. I always like texturing my cupcakes despite them being characters. Now that we're done texturing our cupcakes, we are going to move on to creating the details. So we're going to take our black clay and we're going to gently roll it into a nice long snake, just to make sure we have enough. And then using my X-Acto knife, I'm cutting 2 longer snakes as well as 2 shorter ones. And I'm going to take these and slightly round them so as to be Pluto and Goofy's ears. Pluto's ears are shorter than Goofy's. Then I'm also going to take another snake of black clay and I'm going to flatten it out. And this will also help with details later on. Now, as for the ears, I'm going to take them and gently flatten. So I'm going to lightly rounding, and then I'm going to flatten and make one slightly pointier edge, which is where the ear will be attached to the head. Well, cupcake. So playing around with the shape a little bit until you're happy with it, and we have one of Goofy's ears. And I'm pretty much going to do the same process to the rest of the ears, so flattening and lightly making the nose pointier. So now that we have our ears all set up, and as well as Pluto's little nose, I'm going to take my blade and cut a very thin strip of black clay from our flattened snake. Now that we have all our little pieces together, it's time to put the ears onto the cupcakes. So first we're going to take Goofy and gently attach the ear to the cupcake, just pushing down and firmly. There you go. And don't be afraid to flatten it a little bit, because the ears actually look a bit better when they're flattened. And we're doing the same thing to Pluto, of course, but this time with shorter ears. And then I'm adding Pluto's little nose, and I'm using my ball tool to just gently flatten it onto the cupcake. Now we're going to take our green clay and we're going to make a small ball and then gently roll one edge to make a bit of a cone-like shape. Once we have our cone, we're going to take it and gently push the cone onto the cupcake right between the ears and push it downward until we make that little hat style shape. And there we have Goofy's little hat, but of course it needs details. So that's where our little black strip comes in. We're just going to gently place that all around the base of Goofy's hat. And here I'm just using a ball tool to gently secure to the hat. So, line all done. Mr. Goofy is pretty much ready. So let's pop in the eye pen. And Pluto's turn as well. So now that we have our eye screws in our cupcakes, we're just going to pop them out of their molds. And Pluto. And now we're going to take our extra green clay and we're going to make a nice thin little strip. This is for the extra little details that we have to put on our little Pluto cupcake. So we're going to take this thin green strip and we're going to gently put it all around the base of Pluto's cupcake, because this will be his collar. So again, using a ball tool, I'm just generally attaching it, lightly tapping and making sure it's completely secure. And there we go! Mr. Pluto's all done. Off to the oven! And our cupcakes are ready. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone!